Hello there and welcome back to The End is Nigh. Last time I made it through the overflow area with all its wonderful acidic water. It's like I'm playing Shadow Tower again. If you're not familiar with that game, it's a PSX dungeon crawler which has multiple worlds, one of which is quote-unquote water world, with the surprise being that all that water, it's acid. It's about as fun as it sounds. From Software Game, by the way, if you weren't aware. One of their pre-Dark Souls entries. But that's neither here nor there. Let's continue with things. So I made it right here to the split, and it looks like I have a choice as to where I can go. I can either ascend upwards to whichever world that leads to, or descend downward. Before I do anything though, I notice that I have a path leading back to the overflow, and I'm just gonna guess that that's probably where one of the things I missed was. Either one of the mega tumors or the cartridge, which I never collected. So let's see what it is. Oop, that was close. Appears to be a cartridge. I'm aware that I haven't actually been checking those out back at the beginning. I'll do that at some point. I'm planning on saving that until I've collected all of the cartridges. I feel like that makes more sense. Oh, there's acid gas in the air. I didn't actually realize that. I thought it was just regular old smoke, but nope, it's the damaging kind. See kids, that's what smoking gets you. Don't do it, or you'll explode. I'm not sure what I did differently there that resulted in me having less momentum. Okay, I did it. Just gonna wait for you to jump back, and I have my cartridge. I might as well just drop down into the lowest screen, that way my progress is saved. I do have to repeat this once more, unfortunately, but that's a small price to pay. Hopefully there weren't any other secrets up in that secret there. Okay, now the big question. Do I head up or down? Actually, first, what does this fellow have to say? Last night I had a dream. It was of someone telling me you can access the map via the pause menu. What does it mean? Oh, well, that was not nearly as helpful as I was hoping. Okay, so that's clearly the ultimate path right here. I'm guessing I need to complete both side paths first. Do I pick one blindly, or do I duck into each and see what it holds? So this is the Wall of Sorrow. Well, that sounds like a pleasant place. Might as well unlock the warp for that. How does that actually show on the map? Okay, that's actually pretty cool. It actually puts it above. I just had a thought. Exactly how many levels are there going to be? Am I going to fill in these earlier spaces above and below these previous worlds in with new worlds? Because if so, there's going to be a lot of content, although I suppose there does have to be, since the game has claimed on its Steam page that it has 600 levels. So there clearly has to be more than what I've seen thus far. So, Wall of Sorrow, that's one choice. The Hollows is my other choice. You know, I'm gonna be honest, I'm feeling a bit down, a bit blue, you could say. So I think this area matches my current mood. Let's see, what is this instruction telling me? Is that a new technique? A plus RT. Oh, that's really cool. I can gain momentum and smash through things. Oh, you know what? That explains why these blocks were in previous areas. I could have smashed through them then, couldn't I have? At least some of them, probably. Fascinating. Okay, I'm gonna restart this world first. I want to pick up that tumor from before. It's odd, though, that the game chose to wait until now to tell it to me. I guess maybe that's so you can pick up a few more secrets if you're doing a replay through or something. Wait, you can see me? It's taken years for my eye holes to adjust to the light down here. Ever feel like you just gotta go fast? Like a certain blue hedgehog? You can, you know. You just gotta bear down. Hard. If you go fast enough, you can straight up smash through stuff. It's amazingly painful. But eventually your bones will just fragment in that little sack body of yours. You'll become like some kind of beanbag type thing. You're cute. Don't... Hey buddy, nope, bad touch, bad touch. Consent is very important, keep that in mind. Alright, so how am I gonna pick up this tomb? I guess I just have to drop down? Or maybe I can do a neutral jump from here, yep. Alright, that's one tomb collected. There may have been a secret up there, but I'll just check on that later. I really wish it was easy to clamber up ledges with spikes on top. I feel like it really should be, considering how often it is a useful technique. I'm not forgetting some sort of input the game taught to me, am I? I hope not. Cause yeah, if that was just a bit easier, I would not have died those 2 times. Or all of these times. And it's honestly a little bit frustrating. That's definitely a bit of poor design, I would say. Okay, now that I've made it here, figures I do that as soon as I shut my yap. I'm assuming I can make it back over to the left. Although, would I want to do a pull-out jump or a neutral one? Because I do need to gain a bit of vertical distance. Okay, good, it was the pull-out one. So I should be safe to just do a similar one here, and yep, I'm fine. And I just get down, and of course I land directly on the spikes. That is just my luck. Yeah, I think the issue with my grabbing onto these spike ledges is I always juke over to the right a bit sooner than I should. I need to wait until I'm more even with the spikes, that way I'll grab the ledge. At least I'm understanding my faults with the controls. I can work on them now when the game is still relatively easy, before it gets to the really difficult parts. Yeah, like right there. Alright, rock it over, stop here, clamber up the ledges, and make sure I don't rock it into the spikes. Okay, I spent way too much time on that screen. Let's see if I can do better here. I'm gonna have to suicide there because I want to pick up that tumor. The issue is I end up hitting the ceiling. If I grab here, do a neutral jump, and there you go. So how far up do I need to be to smash through something? Can I do it if I'm right above it? No, okay, so I do need to gather a little bit of momentum first. In that case... Damn it, I knew that was gonna happen. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the precision that they're requiring here because... I don't know, it just doesn't feel satisfying in a way that it has previously for the most part. I think that mainly just comes down to it requiring more mechanical action on your part, rather than any technique that the game has taught you. There's no easy way to grab the ledge that have spikes above it. You just need to be precise. And perfect. Now I did notice those other breakable blocks to the right, and I'm sure there's something hidden there, but I really don't feel like going through that again, so I'll happily save that for later. Oh boy, we have an invisible maze with the addition of spikes. That's exactly what the game was missing, Edmund. Thank you for including it. Alright, well I see ledges here. Presumably that's a safe spot. It totally also could have been a pit that dropped me down into those spikes right there. You never know with a game like this. I just have to rely on my vision, what the game actually shows me, and a little bit of luck and pluck. Alright. Okay, I made that. Made that. Again, they easily could have just put a pit right here and made me fall into the spikes. That is a thing the game has been good about doing, is not having unnecessary dick moves like that. Alright, presumably I want to drop here, maybe? Indeed. And then jump over. And then wander down. And then make one more jump. And I think I have it. Alright, one more screen for the Mega Tumor. How am I going to do this? Let me just jump forward and see what happens. Alright, so I think there are invisible pits somewhere here. Yeah. I can't really see anything, so I'm just gonna jump through randomly and hope that I make it one of these times. I realize that if I do this more exhaustively, I would know exactly where the pits are, but I don't have the patience for that. Although I might have to do that. It seems that there was just a huge pit after here. I'm gonna have to figure out the pathway, which... Oh, okay. I think I just need to pay attention to that little light that's moving with me. Presumably that's a buddy. Yep, okay, thank you, friendo. You are a real lifesaver. Okay, I wasn't too painful of a secret, actually. Now, how am I going to pick up that tumor? I'm assuming I can jump off these skull boys. How high do I bounce? Is it the same as before? No, actually, it's a reduced level of bounce, although I think that's just because I'm not holding jump off of them. Yeah. So I actually have if I just rocket forward, I can easily pick that up, jump over here, and I'm good. I'm assuming, though, that if I try and jump off that one while it's over the spikes, then I'll just get killed, since I've run into that issue before. So hop over here quickly, and I've made it. How far am I through the hollows anyway? Is it a regular-sized world? It appears to be roughly 25% smaller than the previous worlds. Yeah, even less mega tumors as well. Still appears to have a cartridge though, so I need to keep my eyes peeled for that secret whenever it shows up. I can't help but feel that there's something hidden there, but it's probably just me being too sensitive for secrets. Alright, that was easy enough, and of course it gets more difficult. Wow, I cannot believe I did that on my first go. Talk about luck. Sometimes it's with me, usually it's not. Something I just consciously realized about the music in this area. This does not sound classical at all, like the remixes of other classical songs were pretty obviously classical songs, even the ones I didn't necessarily recognize, personally. This one though doesn't really sound like it at all, I guess just because of the more rocky nature of it, the drums and whatnot. That's just an errant thought I had. I'm pausing here because I'm not entirely sure where the best place to jump from is. I think it would be the lower one. And I thought incorrectly. Yeah, this is gonna be a tricky jump to make. But I did it. And of course, that's what unlocks the tumor. Ugh. Well, let's start from the right side of the screen, that'll definitely be easier for me. Okay, finally made it once more, this time with the tumor in tow. Alright, these guys seem to love bouncing around. I'm gonna try and not interrupt their play. I feel like that would not go well for me. Let me just speed along here so I can leave them to their own devices. That's close. I really want to pick up that tumor. Which is why I did. Okay, I see what I need to do here. I need to rocket from the left side if I want to break through that barrier. Which means putting myself in their way, like what I just did there. I gotta get my timing down better. Okay, finally managed to actually make it. Hopefully there aren't any secrets on that screen, because I ain't picking them up. I just want to get the hell out of here. Which seems to be a good modus operandi, because it looks like this screen is collapsing. I just gotta speed my way through. I don't see those breakable blocks there. Or at least they look breakable. Hey, speaking of secrets. Oh, this is interesting. Not these spikes that are crushing me, the fact that this screen is considerably zoomed in. But nothing else changes, which actually makes it look like your character is moving faster because of how much you're zoomed in. That's interesting. I wonder why they did that. I'm assuming I have to speed up because it's gonna go back up, or no, it's actually pretty lenient. Oh, I wasn't expecting a cot to be hidden here. Fantastic. I think I can be somewhat cautious, but I do have to go pretty fast if I want to pick that up. Alright, now I just need to survive and I'll be good. Come on, game, just give this one to me. Okay. God damn it. I was trying to grab onto the ledge, so I was going back over to the left so I could start a jump, kind of having completely forgotten about the fact that I have the ability to just automatically climb down a ledge. Like that. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna want to do here. I think a neutral jump might be best, yeah. Oh no, everything's breaking, that's not a good sign. It's unleashing the hound, so to speak. So how am I gonna pick up that tumor? Do I want to do it from Bouncy Boy? I don't gain quite enough height, so I don't think that's gonna work, unfortunately. I'm not really sure what else I could do then. Do I need to do it before these things fully sink? That may be the case. Yeah, they only sink if I grab onto them, so I see what I need to do. Almost made it. Okay, that wasn't so bad in the end, and now I get to watch these jerks get crushed. Or not. Why must you deny me these simple pleasures, game? Do you hate me? I think it hates me. Maybe it's just being tsundere though. And really it loves me, it just doesn't know how to express that properly. I wonder if it might be easy to jump through here and pick up the tumor. I think it would be. Yeah, definitely. So this is hurdy water, even though it looks normal. I guess it's boiling, to be fair. I just realized these things aren't like inanimate spikes, they're other people, fish-shaped ones. I wonder if they're having a good time or not. Okay, lucky. Hold on, I haven't missed anything. Any tumors, right? Good. I always want to double check that. Well, yeah, these guys are dropping my frame something fierce. Not any graphical options I can lower, are there? Does a game like this really need anti-aliasing? Actually, it turns out it does. Wow, your guy's sprite looks considerably jaggy, which does not look nice. Okay. Yeah, sorry for the technical troubleshooting, but I kind of want to have smooth performance. Let's reduce the shaders. Honestly, that doesn't seem to help. Okay, whatever. I'll do triage later if I end up running into more frame rate issues. Let's just move on. Oh goddammit game, why must you give me frame rate hitches in a screen that's legitimately difficult for me to handle? I thought you were my friend. Oh, I almost had this. I should have smashed through. Damn it. I still might be able to, though. Nope. I screwed up. Damn it. I would have had it perfectly, too. That's so disappointing. Well, I also missed the tumor, so I would have needed to have gone back and collected that, so it's not as much of a loss as I initially thought. Well, picking up the tumor is easy enough. I just gotta make it back over and survive, and I'm good. Now the question is, do I sink below? Is that gonna hurt me? Probably, since it's acid water. I'm not exactly gonna test it out here with my life and a tumor on the line. I'm just gonna hop over and hope I make it, and thankfully I did. So we have another keyhole there. I'm gonna need to keep that in mind. I'll probably just look up a guide for when I'm returning through areas to pick stuff up. That'll be a lot easier, I think, than trying to remember all this bullshit. Alright, easy enough tumor on this screen. I'm glad, though, that there are screens that are somewhat easier than the ones that came before. It's a nice little break in difficulty. It keeps your brain from being too taxed when heading through an area. Now maybe? Yeah, I made it. Okay. Managed to break through somehow. Now I just gotta stick this final bit and I'll be golden. Come on. I can do this. I am powerful. I am smart. I can do this. I don't actually remember that Piccolo quote all that well, unfortunately. Okay, let's do it. Come on. Oh, of course I didn't make it. I'm gonna have to go through that whole rigmarole again. Fantastic. They just had to put that one last dick move in the screen, didn't they? Just to eke out a little bit more suffering from me. Me specifically. I'm sure most other people wouldn't have trouble with a screen like this. It doesn't require a lot of precision, it just requires good timing, which I absolutely do not have. At least I figured out what I need to do so I can do it reliably now. Come on. Oh, wow, that is really tricky. I have to do that perfectly, don't I? Turns out it was actually really easy once I remembered I have a sync faster button. You think with a game with simple mechanics I would be able to remember them all, but nope. Okay, I'm done with that screen for a long while. I don't care if there's a secret there, I'm just heading onward. Ooh, this is actually a refreshingly simple challenge. It's immediately understandable at a glance. It just requires good reflexes, which I admittedly don't have either, but I'd honestly rather a challenge like this rather than the previous one. I'm already making good progress at it. See? It's not so bad. Okay, I made it. That wasn't so bad. Ooh. Okay, I have a safe spot on the top of that platform, so I can wait there. Of course it's not a safe spot. Fuck you, Macmillan. So, screw what I said earlier. I think I said it in this episode about the game being lenient and not having too many dick moves, because that's clearly no longer the case. Yeah, making it up to this spiky ledge here is probably the most difficult part of this challenge. I wonder if I can make it with a neutral jump from this one over all the way over to the left side, or if I need to grab that left ledge. That's gonna be tricky. I failed it last time. But maybe I can do it now. Come on. Yeah, perfect. And I just gotta grab the tumor, which is its own danger, but should be the easiest part of this. And do what I said before and reset the screen, which actually I realize is going to be somewhat difficult, given the water. I just gotta... time it right. Of course I failed. 2 steps from victory and I bungle it. Oh! Now that was an interesting find. Can I make my way back up there from here? No. However, I have a very convenient spawn point for doing so. And for picking up the tumor for that matter. It is kind of annoying to grab onto this ledge though, I'll admit. Let me just pick up that tumor so I can have that saved if I can in fact make it back up there. It's gonna be tricky, but I think I can do it. Yeah, that is really interesting. Alright, let's drop onto the right, and almost got it. Wow, it turns out my endlessly... Oh, my spawn point was changed a little bit. That's unfortunate. It's gonna make this more difficult. As it turns out, though, my endless failing actually allowed me to discover a secret, so that's good. Yeah, you just gotta do a neutral jump up there and you'll make it. I'm actually impressed just how well some of the secrets in this game are hidden. And how valuably they're hidden. I don't think I found a single one in quite the same way. You look friendly. Get the fuck out of my hidey hole. This is my place. It's safe here. No one can judge my bad life choices. Unless they got night vision and a shovel. And that's how I like it, damn it. Now leave. Okay, Sir Goon, I'll leave you alone. Yeah, this is a relatively simple secret. It's actually weird. Usually the secrets in a game like this would be the most difficult platforming challenges, but they're honestly some of the easiest. I think I just need a rocket from here and I'll make it. I'm worried I might bash into the spikes or drop below, and then I'll have to make my way back up here. Maybe I could do it from the platform. That might actually work if it's high up. Okay, good. That was just enough momentum. Which Mega Tumor is that? I need to leave the screen for that to tick, of course. It is the last one. Okay, so I'm missing 3. That's not so bad. I could have done a little bit better, but I also could have done worse, so I'll take what I can get, really. I'm done with the screen at any rate, thank God. Okay, beating the screen, that's easy. Doing so with the tumor, that's gonna be tricky. Can I stop my fall, my momentum mid-fall? If I let go of the button, is that how this works? I'm gonna have to time it just right. I want to test it here. Okay, that is exactly how it works. So it's just a matter of having good timing. Almost made it. Almost made it. Almost made it. Almost. Okay, that wasn't even close. I'll get it one of these days. And that day is today. Well, getting up to here at least. Now I just gotta not choke at the finish like I so often do. So I'm gonna want to do... I think I want to do a light tap jump as close as possible. Perfect. I'm glad I judged that properly. Wait a minute. Oh, I see. Oh, of course on my way back I screwed myself over. I thought that was collapsing on me, which is why I got out of there. But no, that's just how you get out of this area. It's something you have to do because you need to build up that momentum again. It's actually pretty cool. Alright, there shouldn't be a secret here, given I've collected all the Mega Tumors up till now. Well, the latest one I mean, as well as the cartridge. I suppose there could be one of those entrances to that special bonus future hell area. I'm assuming they'll all be marked by those fat dudes that eat me though, and I already actually know where one of them is. The 4th one is right at the end, the beginning of the game. That's the one that required 300 tumors. It's possible actually that I might have missed one in the overflow. Or they could be ahead. I'm just having a lot of idle thoughts. Let me just make sure that tumor is collected before I do this again. Should be easy enough this time now that I'm not trying to stop my momentum. Oh. Well, this is an interesting area. Let me just pick up this rather frightening looking tumor, and once I do, I think I'll call it a day. Okay, despite my earlier misgivings with the level, I think I'm actually glad I chose the hollow because Golgotha here. Why does Macmillan love Bible-themed areas so much? Did he have like a bad Christian upbringing or something? But yeah, Golgotha here is certainly intriguing, but we'll see it next time, I think.